Hey everyone, this is Luminous coming to you guys with a very special commentary. Today we're casting Druids, or now known as EMC, against one of the best team in the Dota universe right now, Navi. But before I unpause this replay, I want to introduce my fellow caster today. His name is Waga. So Waga, why don't you give us a quick introduction before we unpause?
Yeah, hi, I'm the co-captain in Druids, or Emo Core as we are known now. And co-captaining with me is Pantherspot. And yeah, this game it's really a good game. That's all I have to say now.
Okay, and let's not spoil all the fun as we unpause. You ready, Imposter?
Yeah,
Alright, let's unpause in 3, 2, 1, go. To make sure we're
yeah,
synced up, 11, 12, 13. So Waga,
yeah.
you're actually picking him right now, and we're gonna take the chance to ask you what you're thinking throughout the pick and ban phase. You are on Sentinel, we do have Navi on Scourge, and some of the picks are quite obvious, probably because of this like Spectre ban. It's somewhat obvious,
Yeah,
but if anytime you feel have any insight, particularly if say, hey, you know, we're banning Spectre because Navi has so and so strategy with Spectre, let us know. So we're always welcoming those kind of insight here.
yeah. There is one thing going on, but it's coming soon in the pick phase. I'll talk about it when it comes. Right now, we just ban off two annoying carry heroes that we think can be a pretty sad way to lose, really, because these two heroes, Spectre and Anti-Mage, that we have banned so far, is heroes that can be pretty hard to play against.
Okay.
Especially an experienced team like Navi can put them to great use.
We definitely see Navi just turtle non-stop with their really good positioning, and you're never going to get a kill on these two heroes, so they're going to be farming non-stop. But as you're walking into this pick phase here, do you have any plan strat in mind, or you kind of just picking and banning as it goes?
We have not a determined strat in this game that we want to go for, but we do have a lot of plans what we want to do in the pick phase against them, but not a set 5-man lineup that we want to go.
Okay, so what would be example of one of those plans? Does it involve a Templar Assassin? Because
Well, it's always fun if you can fit in a Templar Assassin in a lineup, but then again, you have to be careful about it and do it with good disablers in your team, else it's gonna suck, as it did in a recent replay.
I remember
yeah.
that replay.
But yeah, here we ban off the Chen, as you know, Puppy is really good at utilizing that hero as well.
Definitely, definitely. We do see Scourge actually banning somewhat AoE heavy base lineup, so maybe they are a little bit afraid of
Yeah.
the EMC team fight, and rightfully
I don't
so.
know. I've actually reflected on why Navi keeps banning Lich. I would love to hear why they do it, because the way I see it, well, now art style isn't here, obviously, so that could be a reason. But the way I see it, Navi is so good at pushing, and Lich is so bad at defending pushes. So every time enemies pick Lich against Navi, I always see them lose the level 2 tower at minute 4. Unfailingly, it's like every time. But then they start this trend of just banning Lich. I don't know.
Do you maybe
That's
feel
big.
that they fear the EXP robbing of that? I don't know.
It
Maybe
could be
that's
that.
yeah.
Or perhaps they got a big ulti on them in some team fight. I don't know. It's probably just, you know, nobody likes to lane against Lich. It's boring as hell.
Yes.
So it could be that.
And you're seeing that, hey, they're level 5 and I'm level 2.5. It's never fun.
Yeah, it's one of those heroes that no matter how good you are, you won't really win against him.
Yes, definitely. And you do have the first pick here. Invoker very rarely in the pool. Is that what you're thinking about right now?
Actually, we are not gonna go for it. I'm gonna spoil that much. We did think about it, and it's a very good hero, but we actually wanted the enemy to pick him, and we're going for another hero that we felt both we have utilized very well, and Navi have also used him a lot. So yeah,
I'm just
it's
thinking.
pretty hard because right now, due to the many carry bans and Lich Enigma ban, also Furion, there are very many good picks remaining. But we did go for Broodmother first pick.
And any particular reason why, other than you use it well and the Navi team does use it well as well, so you're kind of taking away one of their good heroes. Any other reason besides?
There are other reasons, because she can be used as a semi-carry, or even a full carry, it depends on the game. And since we have banned 2 carries, we are kind of limiting the amount of carries to pick. So right now we have Weaver remaining as one of the strong carries, and there really aren't too many remaining. It's like Weaver, Void, CK is being used sometimes.
Lycan maybe you could be also considered as.
Yeah, of course, Lycan. He's an annoying hero, but we didn't quite feel that Navi would use him against us, so we decided not to ban it.
Okay, and as we see Windrunner being picked up, it would be very surprising if, let's say, Navi just bypassed the Invoker right now, because
Yeah.
as much as you maybe don't pick up him first pick, I still think Invoker is one of the annoyingest hero to deal with.
Definitely. I would say there are 3 really strong heroes here that neither of us have picked so far, and it's Invoker, it's Shadow Demon, and it's AA.
Yes.
And as you can see, we didn't first pick it, and they didn't first pick it, and they actually go for Rexar.
Wow,
this is interesting, because what we did, we were hoping they would take 2 of these so-called OP heroes, Invoker, Shadow Demon, or AA, but they actually completely disregarded that and went for some good heroes against Broodmother. They started a very flexible pick here.
And did that confuse you during the pick phase here? Because I'm sure it would confuse me if I was
off. Yeah. It did throw us off a bit, and that's why we weren't quite sure how to respond to it. But also looking back now, this is a great pick by Puppy, really. It's a very nice, smart move to just let go of the OP hero, so to say.
Hopefully we'll see why it's smart to let go of the OP hero as the pick and ban stage goes on. But let's talk about Beastmaster in a bit. I think the reason that the Beastmaster is a pickup is very good against the Broodmother. Even with the Broodmother getting the BKB, Beastmaster always have the choice to get a Necro 3 that is going to give you the True Sight. Of course, Beastmaster, pretty good hero in terms of stopping those Spiderling pushes with the Y-axis. So overall, pretty good hero just against the Broodmother. Of course, Beastmaster gives you a whole bunch of other things, such as the Hawk for the scouting, the Pig for the slow. So just a very strong utility hero. Most likely is going to go to the mid lane, although definitely we have seen in the past that Beastmaster goes to side lane sometimes. And here we have the 2 OP heroes being picked up on your side, Invoker immediately being snatched up. I'm actually very happy that you guys got the Shadow Demon, because to me Shadow Demon actually is quite annoying against the Broodmother, because Disruption, Purge that goes through BKB is just really annoying.
Yeah, it would be annoying if they had both Rexar and Shadow Demon. As I see, Invoker doesn't have that much against a Broodmother, in my opinion. I mean, if she goes for Orchid, it's very easy to just silence him, and then he has to have an aerial to get away from it, or else he's just food.
Yes. Although I think having all those 3 heroes on Scourge right now, it kind of forced the Broodmother player. I don't know who is going to be playing the Broodmother, but I think that would force the Broodmother to go into BKP first, or maybe if you farm really well, you go into Orchids. Any thoughts on either item choice so far based on these picks?
Well, against these heroes, it's very normal to go BKB first, and Orchid might not always be a good item. It depends on the 5-man setup that the enemy has. Generally, Manta and BKB heroes, or even Aerials, all kind of, it makes Orchid be less of a valid item.
Yes.
But the bans right now, we ban Venomancer and they ban Clockwork. Something funny we felt in this replay. As we went into this game, perhaps this is a remake from the Roshan game where we got scouted by M5G. Mm-hmm. And it's been quite discussed on the topics. I won't say either way if he stream sheeted or not. The remake was played for a different reason, and it was that he was registered in M5, I guess. Mm-hmm. And they were not allowed to play with him. So that's the reason for the remake. But yeah.
But you were talking about the bans and...
Yeah, the bans. Because we felt, after we did a Roshan strat, with the heroes they are picking up now, they could also do a Roshan strat, which would be very, very cheeky from them to do a Roshan strat on us when we do not have any stream going with live streaming, as it's now 4 minutes delay. So we were kind of like, okay, the ban Clockwork, that's an obvious scout hero for Roshan. It's very, very common that you ban Clockwork when the enemy does when you like suspect that the enemy will check you if you go Roshan.
Okay.
Because yeah, he will just spam his rockets, and if he sends his first rocket and he says no one in the base, everyone was very quick at leaving base, then you get like a hint. Yeah, perhaps they are rushing Roshan, and you just send a rocket and you can deny the entire strat.
Okay, now I'm not gonna disagree with you because your explanation perfectly logical, but maybe from a less experienced picker myself, and I'm just thinking, hey, they're banning Clockwork. Clockwork is a strong initiator, strong ganker. Yes, there's a rocket for the scout. Is that kind of the idea there as well, or you
Yeah,
think it was like it's for
I
sure
think
because the game that happened and what we're transitioning into now, it's the scouting that they're banning.
now the scouting thing. This is just my. This is just what we were thinking. Like when we saw the Clockwork bang, it was like, wait a second, are they gonna do the Roshan on us this time? And do we have something to scout it this time if they are going for it? It's kind of like nervy to just sit there and hope they don't do it, you know?
Okay.
So that's what we were thinking initially, but I think the ban on Clockwork is, as you said, he's a very strong ganker. We like playing gank style, and Mini plays a very, very good Clockwork. So it's a pretty logical ban, I would say.
Yes. And I believe the other bans are pretty logical as well. We do see CM being banned. The slow is just so annoying, especially if you don't have the BKB for the Broodmother yet. And of course, Freeze Bite is going to keep that Broodmother in place, so definitely a little bit annoying.
She fits very well into their heroes as well.
Yes.
Crystal Maiden's aura would just be lovely for them.
Now, I do want to ask you about, as we see Regen here. How do you pronounce his name? I don't want to mispronounce.
Yeah, Regen.
Regen, he's Quap. And someone's no.
Yeah.
No, but I want to ask you about this Shaker pick. Of course, very strong stunner. If he ever picks up the Bling Dagger, it forces the enemy team to be a little bit worried of that Echo Slam being coming in. Just strong counter ganker overall. My question is, aren't you a little bit worried about the Fisher kind of blocking or making your Broodmother walk in, awkward angles? You know what I'm saying?
It can happen, but the benefit you get from the Shaker pick in general, and it suits very well. If you look at it this way, we have AA. If AA puts his freeze on anyone, then the Fisher is very long range, and if you just hit a Fisher on someone with freeze, they will be stuck in place for a very long time, and that's like a guaranteed kill pretty much. So the synergy we have in it is worth getting.
Okay.
Also, he's such a good roamer.
And we do see the Potom being picked up as the fourth one, and that just goes back to what we were talking about earlier about picking up the Orchids first on the Broodmother. Now seeing a Manta hero on the Scourge might not be the best choice to pick that up. So
yeah, Manta hero, and also we're down on the last seconds on pick. We were waiting quite long with it, just making sure we didn't have any better idea, and we went for the Bat Rider. Yeah.
Any reason why? I mean, it's a good hero, but maybe are there better heroes in this position?
No, actually, as we saw it, Bat Rider would fit very well. The reason we didn't pick it instantly was because I think the last time I played Bat Rider in a clan was about 8 months ago or so. And I'm gonna be the one playing him, so it's a bit weird to pick him against Navi when you haven't pracked him at all. But I felt he would really fit well into the lineup. He's so good at catching heroes, like amazingly good. Windrunner, so easy to just pick off with Bat Rider.
Okay.
Here we see Purple Dooney, as it's called. He's always using his troll accounts though. I know where they will go lol.
You gotta explain that to us, because I don't see the connection so far.
Yeah, we're still thinking about the possible Roshan strat from
there. Okay.
It's still possible for them to do, and that's basically a joke on the earlier game. And here we have Ogre. This is very similar to the lineup we picked against them.
This is I definitely see, in fact, EMC playing the Scourge lineup, because that is by far the more gankier lineup in my opinion. Sentinel does have quite a bit of gank, but there also has a Broodmother that stays immobile mostly in one lane. But let's see how we're gonna be laning. It looks like we do have the entire EMC going on the bot lane. There is a Smoke of Deceit on the Shadow Demon. I wonder if you guys are gonna pop it. In terms of laning, it looks like we do have the Broodmother going to the top, and maybe we're gonna have, I think yeah, it's gonna be the Ancient Aberration going to the mid lane, and I will actually ask your opinion about putting either the AA mid or the Shadow Demon mid, because both heroes does require a little bit of EXP. But let's look at Scourge real fast right now. Beastmaster going on the top lane. I think he's gonna go mid eventually, because it's so odd to see a Beastmaster mid. However, he's got Stout Shield and Quelling Blade.
He bought both those little gold items, so to call them.
This is
it's pretty rare to see.
Definitely, and it looks like we are gonna Invoker is gonna go mid, which obviously yes, Invoker is gonna go mid. Bot lane Windrunner, soul lane, the long lane standard. So we're gonna see a tri-lane Beastmaster. I've never seen this before actually.
This is pretty weird what they're gonna do. Actually, they are not gonna tri-lane him, as it is a horrible lane. But they're gonna do something else. Yeah, they're gonna jungle him.
Wow,
that's pretty old school.
That is 2-3 years old school. This is I'm wondering how they're gonna play it out. But yes, let's go back to the discussion on the mid lane here. We have Ancient Aberration that's gonna go to mid. Not the Bat Rider.
If you see, the smoke is popped now, and we're going to try for a first blood at mid, as it's a nice way to give an advantage to your mid hero. And
as we watch this first blood, let's see what's happening. Of course, you do have the Kofi, the long range of the Fissure Invoker, a little bit out of position right now. Here we go. There's a disruption, and that Fissure block is going to be on point. Actually, a little bit too early right now, but that stun is going to be still on the Invoker. Invoker going to go down. Who's going to pick up the first blood? It's actually a reason. Jacking it like no problem, but we do have a haste rune on the Ogre, so he's going to actually weave in and out. He might actually come back in with the Fire Blast. No, he's going to just play it safe. And now we do have the Ancient Aberration with 1.5 levels. And I think these guys should just get the Hulk out so the AAA could get that EXP. But yes, I was trying to ask you, why wasn't the Bat mid? Why wasn't the Shadow Demon mid? Why do you guys want to put the Ancient Aberration mid instead?
Why we lane it as we do?
Yes.
Well, Ancient Aberration mid, you have a clear advantage in this. When he reaches level 6, it's so easy for him to just send a nuke top or bot. It's so quick and easy. If you put him on long lane and want to send a nuke to the other long lane, that's gonna take a long time before it hits. And when you see the gang going off, it takes twice the time for your ulti to reach there compared to if you have it in mid lane. So that's the main reason. He fits very much better when he's mid.
And actually, Ancient Aberration has a pretty good lane control spell. You drop that Kofi, and the other hero generally just have to back up. But yeah, as a result, looks like we have the Shadow Demon just roaming. And as much as I like that hero, I don't think he's the strongest roamer. He does have a disruption. He's trying to go to a bot lane right now. Meanwhile, we do have a Bat Rider versus a Windrunner matchup here. How do you feel about this matchup in terms of, do you think Windrunner has the better advantage here if the Shaker was not in position to help you out?
I think due to our roam, she has to be a bit more careful, and due to her having to be ready for the Earthshaker, I can be very aggressive and just use this to my advantage. And I think generally it's hard to say who should win in this lane. Obviously, Bat Rider alone shouldn't be able to kill Windrunner at any point. But then again, with his sticky napalm, he can last hit pretty hard.
And it's hard to check how many CS you got. Maybe you could tell from the fact that you were playing the Bat Rider now. Were you having a pretty good last hitting game? Considering that the Windrunner has to be very careful. She has an Invis room right now, so she's leeching.
Yeah, she's running around with Invis, and I'm basically soloing completely. I had a very good early game. I think I'm around 36 or something CS at minute 6 or something.
Wow, 6 a minute. Yes.
So that's pretty good against the Windrunner. And I know for a fact he will be level 4 when I'm level 6, so it's a very good early game.
Okay, so let's for sake of discussion here, we know that you're gonna eventually have very good last hit against this lineup. What is your first item of choice? Are you gonna go for a hood, a Vanguard, or more offensively with a Blink Dagger?
Well, after getting, I would like to put much emphasis on getting the early core items, which is boots, magic stick, upgrading to treads. Getting Urn is my choice first, and then going for the Blink Dagger.
Why Urn?
Urn fits very well if you are gonna gank a lot, which obviously I will. And I think if you're not gonna go for Vanguard, you need to compensate for having a lower HP, and Urn is a good way to do that.
Yeah, makes sense.
So
it looks,
that's basically it.
Yeah, on the Scourge we have This ogre's been just babysitting somewhat on the invoker.
Oh yeah.
Because I think they were quite wary, and that's the benefit where you have kind of a double roam. Even though Shadow Demon barely level 2, Shaker picks up Invisor in level 2 as well. Trying to go the top lane, maybe get something to happen against the bottom. I think that's going to be a little bit harder. But they are going to find the Beastmaster, and I believe you guys at this point are realizing there's going to be a jungling Beastmaster. Shaker is scouting everything. Are you guys trying to make something happen right now? We do see Spiderlings going in. There's a stun actually missing right now, but they are going to go Beastmaster. There's a stun going on against the Broodmother. Broodmother should be fine, and they're going on the Beastmaster with the Stout Shoe, actually tanking quite a bit. And here comes the Potom and Ogre. They do have the Sentry Ward on the ground, so they should be fine. Actually, Reason has went down in that exchange, being completely focused by 3 heroes. So pretty good, well done by Navi, ganking an invisible hero that was supposed to be ganking them.
Yeah, really. And it was a nice move by Rexa as well. He just ate his way right through the tree very quickly and got away, simple.
But here comes the Shadow Demon and the Shaker. They do have a good stun, but the kill went to the bottom first. That was well done by Puppey. They're focusing. They realized that they were going to gank regardless, but they know someone's going to die. But hey, let's try to get a kill there, and they definitely did so. Actually, before that, before the Ogre died, so Ogre definitely got a little bit of XP as well. So this game just got a little bit intense. It's 2-2 so far, 5 minutes in. Definitely not M5 kind of aggression play, but something's happening right now.
Yeah, it's starting to heat up, definitely. And as we see, mid lane, AAA he's closing up on his level 6, and that's going to be a big bonus as well to the gank play from our side.
And are you going to be focusing ganking on the bot lane or top lane here? Because to me, the Scourge team might be a little bit hard to gank on all lanes. We have the Potom Leap on top, Windrunner on bot, and most of the supports, well, the Beastmaster is going to be safely tucked in his jungle. Ogre is kind of roaming around. So even though you have the Ancient Aberration, Ice Blast online, which lane are you looking to gank?
Well, basically, we would like to keep all lanes pretty secure. We're not focusing any lane more than necessary, really. But it would be smart to focus top lane a bit more than any other, since a jungler is always something that is vulnerable. You can catch him out in the jungle with low HP. Oh, here we go mid, and the freeze combo is put off, but he goes in this.
Yes, Ghostwalk does kind of be annoying about that. It looks like the stun is still in position, and that just shows you the power of this combo, even though the Fisher was landed on the wrong side. No problem there. Ogre's level 3, and I'm a little bit worried about Navi's Ogre, because Ogre is one of those few early game indie heroes that's somewhat level dependent. Unlike a Crystal Maiden, unlike a Vengeful Spirit or Witch Doctor, this guy needs, you know, he wants to max the Fire Blast. You want to have a good level of that multicast. Arrow, long range arrow is going to hit the Shaker on the bot lane here, and they're going to just harass down Reason. And Shaco Shot is going to be positioned as well. And Shaker, ooh, a little bit, I think that might have been misplayed by Mini. I think he could actually disrupt the Shaker and maybe save himself for a little bit longer. But with Ogre coming around, that wouldn't matter too much anyways. But at the meantime, we have Tread's finish on the Bat Rider, and you're looking for that urn at this moment in time, right?
Yeah, right. And upgrading Magic Stick, of course. But yeah, getting these key items early on. I'm trying to stay, you know, I'm 0-0-0, so I feel pretty passive by now. But you really want to just stay calm, even if you're a Bat Rider. I tend to go into an over-aggressive mode when I feel an urge to kill things. And we just don't get the Windrunner there. She backs in time. I
think that might have been due to the nerf of the Shadow Demon Disruption cast range. It looks like the Windrunner's got to be very careful. Even though she has Windrun, I think she only has Boots while you have Tread, so you could actually kind of bully her a little bit here. I noticed that you don't have a TP scroll, and I'm pretty sure that's a conscious decision to not gank the other lanes. Any reason not to do so? Because I feel like Bat Rider pretty strong counter ganker in general.
Yeah, in general he is very good at it. But due to us having a double row, there's not really... You don't want to overcommit to counter ganking or to going to other lanes. I wanted to keep Windrunner down pretty good, and now it's actually gonna start here.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to focus on the Bat Rider, but I think the smarter focus is gonna be on Mini. No boots of speed right now, as we see all the Scourge here are rushing in. Shackle Shot not being casted, as we see the Ogre dropping the Fire Blast, but not enough movement speed, and that's gonna be fine. It looks like we do have a little bit of sound issue, but I'll talk about that in just a bit, as we see Bat Rider now rushing, Windrunner being casted, and that Windrunner slow actually slowing down the Bat Rider just enough. So a lot of attempts on both sides, but no real fruit being bored. So
yeah, everyone is just poking out, you know. Someone wants to grab the other one but doesn't want to get caught, you know. So it's hard to hard to initiate on this lane. Them having both Potom and Windrunner both very hard for me to catch before I get my Blink Dagger up. So.
And if I may allow to talk about the direction of this game right now, it's 2-3, 9 minutes in. Definitely the kills can't really be favored on either side. To me, the lack of action actually favors the Scourge a little bit more, the way I see it, because Invoker, very level-dependent hero. Beastmaster, somewhat, you want to have, of course, Max Hawk. As we see a huge fight going on the bot lane here. Potom gets dragged by the Bat Rider. Enchant Totem in place. Are they going to get the kill on the Potom right now? I think she's out of leaf. She's trying to get away. As we see, Meanie just went down, but they are going to get the Potom in return. Now, Shaker being focused right now. Meanwhile, Bat Rider focusing on the Ogre Magi. Ogre Magi half HP right now, and I think he is going to go down. Fisher being casted right now. Double kill goes to Waga. I think the Windrunner has to go out. Let's see, Waga is going to keep chasing. 6 charges on the wand, and there's a salve as well. But here comes the Beastmaster. Roar goes on. A little bit too aggressive play from Waga, and he is going to go down. And yeah, Ancient Apparition now in a little bit of bad position as well, but good Fisher block here from the Shaker player. Going to save himself. So kills being exchanged back and forth. Tower denied being claimed by the Scourge though.
Yeah, big bloodbath there. That was pretty much my bad. I didn't check that she had a 14 or 15 stick on the Windrunner, so basically a very bad mistake. But still, the trade was not too bad, and we did get lots of experience and pretty good start on Earthshaker here, which is nice. He's closing up on his mana boots. And
that first blood steal definitely did help out. And man, all those carry players out there telling me, hey, Luminous, stop jacking my kills. I'd be like, yo, get early boots, man. Help the team. But before that team fight happened, and I think that team fight may have changed things a little bit as Potom went down. I think another person, Ogre, went down. The Scourge. I was about to say that if the game goes very passive, I think that favors the Scourge a little bit, because Scourge has very EXP dependent hero. Potom, Ogre, the Invoker, Beastmaster, Windrunner, all of them actually needs quite a bit of level to be effective. And if there's no fight happening, if both teams just content to farm and EXP up, I think once the mid game come, I think the Scourge just would have the better hero suited for that stage of the game. But was that exchange in terms? Oh, as we see a little bit of a gank attempt on Meanie on the bot lane. They are gonna kill Meanie. Unfortunately, right now Ancient Apparition was not strong enough to repel that push by himself. But in terms of these small skirmishes going around, does it favor your team a little bit more, or is it kind of still very even?
It's hard to say so far. I mean, right now it's 6-4 to their team, and well, it's really hard to tell. And this early in the game, you don't really have a sense of who's in the lead when both teams are doing pretty well. But yeah, more action going on here, and I'm trying to kill the Beastmaster first, as I find you need to keep down the Beastmaster a bit. It's really annoying if Beastmaster gets early Blink Dagger. He can just wreak havoc to your team. And I could probably have chosen to go for the Windrunner instead, but I did choose to go for him.
It's surprising that you do say that the Beastmaster with the Blink Dagger could be havoc, and I'm not gonna disagree there. But we haven't seen Beastmaster getting Blink Dagger nowadays. It's Necrobook, it's Django, things like that. So why do you think teams haven't been getting Beastmaster blinks?
I don't know. To our playstyle, the Blink Dagger is really key on Beastmaster, and it works out great for us. So I don't see why anyone would not get it. But of course, items like Django and so on, you need to have them on Sun Hero. So if no one else will get it, then it's his job.
I guess.
He's a good aura hero, and getting more auras on him is of course a pleasure.
And the HP definitely would help out there. As we see 4 heroes on Sentinel, they definitely want to kill that mid tower, but unfortunately we do have Ogre and the Beastmaster coming. Tornado is going to miss right now, but Ogre in position to get that stun. Stun is going to be casted on the Shaker, but there's a disruption on Invoker, and I think that will be the end of this exchange. People dancing left and right. Waga have the time to drop those oil things. What are those called?
Napalm.
Sticky napalm.
Ever so annoying to play against.
And I think, again, spells being thrown out left and right, but no kills being claimed. This is actually a very tame game. Are you sure this is an RR, Waga?
Yeah, it's very stalemate right now, and it's hard to say who will initiate.
And it looks like we do see a lot of people still clumping on both sides here. Beastmasters still have the roar. Flaming, I think every spell right now is up for both teams, and it just comes down to...
Everything is ready to go.
Yes, it just comes down to positioning. In terms of this mid-fight, we do see a war being dropped down on the enemy hill, and that is going to allow the Scourge in terms of having a sight advantage. Of course, they do have the Beastmaster, so that's going to provide a little bit of extra sight as well. In terms
Yeah,
of
I would like to take credit for this as well. I bought these wards. They are my wards. No, actually, that's something I would like to point out as well. That not always is it only the supporter's job to buy wards and buy upgrades on chicken, etc. Sometimes you can step in and do it if you have a really good early game on a solo laner that isn't really a hard carry, such as Bat Rider. You can just, if your economy can suit it, just buy it.
and
There's
I'm
no reason to let the supporters buy everything. They can be pretty gimped by it.
I'm so glad you brought that out, because I think a lot of teams and a lot of players should realize that, oh, as we see EMP Tornado going to mid lane here, and everyone having their mana drain, unfortunately,
yeah.
very sad. And that's a
But
huge...
we do have 2 mana boots already, so it's pretty okay actually. And look at bot lane now. She's trying for a tower, but I found a DD room going in, and yeah, Lasso just ends the job.
Meanwhile, get mid lane to huge fight going on as well. So you see Shaker goes down there. It looks like the Beastmaster on the chase against the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon only with the boots, and that Viper. Oh wow, what a shackle shot against Shadow Demon. Ice Blast is gonna come in. Unfortunately, at this stage of the game, it doesn't do enough damage, as we see Tornado actually still getting Nation Apparition as well. So very good counter ganking, even though Waga did get a kill against Potom on the bot lane. The mid lane fight was definitely won by the Scourge. Scourge did lose a tower, but I think they're gonna even it up right now with 1 tower kill on their own. But checking on the farm on the top lane here, Brewmother has got the Soul Ring. Let me check out how she's got 3k gold in the bank. So
yeah, she's pretty fat now. The thing is, the more action they have to put in mid. Oh, TP's going in mid now.
And I think that's a Shaker TPing. Yeah, Shaker is going to drop a huge Echo Slam. We see Winner at half HP, but Shaker might be in huge trouble right now as he take a whole bunch of nukes. Can we get a disruption off? I think that is not going to be the case. I'll ask you about the skill build of Shadow Demon, because this is actually very surprising. But Bat Rider comes in, right place at the right time. There's an urn on the Bat Rider, so they are going to get 1 kill at the very least. Blink Dagger on the Bat as well. There's a blink in just for that 1 kill. Killing spree on the Bat Rider. But let me ask you about Shadow Demon actually picking up Poison as a roaming build. I would think Disruption plus Soul Catcher would be a little bit better as a roaming, because you generally don't have enough mana to cast Poison continuously, and it confuses me.
We already have 2 mana boots, so he can support his Poison actually, and it's a very strong nuke.
And just because you have the mana boots, that's what you got. It makes sense. It makes sense. I was just a little bit confused why, because generally that would not be done. But let's we see EMP Tornado going on. Brewmother is gonna just run out there. That's fine. Roar goes under the enemy tower. Bat Rider in trouble. Disruption goes on the Beastmaster. Ogre stuns the Bat. Bat is gonna go down. Are they gonna claim the tower? Brewmother is making it her way on the tower, but unfortunately her other teammate wasn't focusing, so they're gonna get that tower denied as well. No, Brewmother balls deep gonna go in for that tower as his teammate gonna get home. They are finally gonna get the tower, but they have lost the Brewmother. Not too sure whether that's worth the trade, as we see AA going on against the Ogre. They are gonna claim the Ogre kill as well. Kill is just going off absolutely everywhere, but unfortunately I think the EMC team got the shorter end of that stick, as we see the Shadow Demon also in a little bit of trouble here. Do we see a TP in from the Bat Rider? Bat Rider just revived right now, and the Shadow Demon might be in trouble. It's gonna survive right now, and here comes Bat Rider. Blinks in, goes up there. No dust on. There is a dust, but dust kind of wrong. But no problem there, because we have OP flames flying like crazy right now, and because of that flaming, because of those napalm, he will be able to catch up. But no, the Wex is just too damn quick on the Invoker, especially in conjunction with that face boost. So very good dodge, very lucky dodge by Dandy over there.
Yeah, he got away. It was, looking back at this was a really bad rebuy by me actually. That was a buyback, and it cost me a lot of my economy, so I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, as you can see, my magic stick is also gone.
Oh, you're like, I need to buy back, sell that stuff, let's go. But yeah, no, yeah, actually,
so this is obviously a chaos action.
Yeah, if you did get that kill, then I believe in that case it would have worked it. So it was like quite of an unlucky blink in that regard. But right now we do see towers being claimed on either side. 2 towers down on the top lane for Scourge, 1 down on mid, 1 down on bot. So 4 towers being claimed by EMC so far, pretty good, and only losing 2 themselves. So far the economy advantage, I think, is going towards the EMC side. But here's the thing, Invoker gets so annoying at this stage of the game here. Dandy having a pretty non-standard build. Generally you see Phase Boot into Django or Force Staff here, and looks like he might be going for Cyclone.
He's gonna rush the Eels,
which is
It's a pretty smart move, I would say, but it's really annoying when an invoker gets up the early face boots Aeos, but he won't get them that early this game. He gets them at a decent rate though.
As we see a little bit of miscommunication, arrow into a tornado, no big deal, but Puppy gonna claim
yeah.
the kill there anyways.
Yeah,
but
worked out anyway.
Why eels? Like, I mean, I could give you some.
I think this is a build that also Link, who likes to play Invoker, also uses. And well, basically, if you have a Vex Invoker with face boots, he's gonna be quick. If you have plus 20 more to his base move speed, he's gonna be sick. And he's gonna reach the maximum movement speed quite early.
I'll talk about why he would reach the max movement speed as we see a huge team fight going on. Echo Slam being dropped on 3. We have a teleportation coming in, but Bad Rider with the blink coming, grabbing the Beastmaster. Beastmaster is going to go down to the flame as we see a purge on him as well. There we go. Waga picks up a kill, and here we go. We have the entire Scourge team chasing. Potom is going to go down as well. Ogre gets stunned. Very kind of good block there. They are going to focus down on Ogre as well, but not before Ogre getting the kill against the Beast, against the Shaker. And yeah, it looks like Waga is going to claim the kill there. Are going to find anyone else? I think the Windrunner is going to just walk out just fine there. And if you're wondering why the Eel Scepter puts you on max movement speed, actually very lucky in Vizerin from Windrunner. Windrunner actually looking for a little bit more action coming, trying to get a kill, but unfortunately I don't think she's going to find anyone else. But let me tell you how Wex works and how the Eel Scepter works. Eel Scepter gives you plus 20 movement speed, and it doesn't that may not sound like too much plus movement speed, but how if you get a, let's say, a 10% gain in terms of movement speed, and if you have, let's say, base 300 movement speed, and of course 10% of 300 is 30. How plus movement speed stacks is the percentage don't stack, but it stacks on your base movement speed. So of course, I'm making this sound more complicated than this, but what it really is, the Eel Scepter gives you plus 20, and it adds to your base movement speed, and Wex gives you a percentage of your base movement speed. So the higher base you have, the greater overall MS you have. And of course, if you have 3 Wex orbs and you max Wex, that's plus 21% movement speed, and of course you have the face boots that give you plus 15 when you activate it. So when you do, add everything together, he is fast as crazy, and that's why how he was able to survive against Napalm stacks. As we see, actually they're gonna go on the Broodmother. Does he have a gem on the Windrunner? I was surprised that Windrunner was able to see, but here comes the Sentry Ward coming in right now against the Brood. She's definitely gonna get Roar. Maybe they're waiting for the Roar cooldown, but the entire Sentinel team in position as well. Maybe that's why Navi did not want to use their ult in that engagement. As we see now,
Arrow catches AA.
Oh, where's AA? Yes, AA is caught right now, but Shaker in position with the smoke. Smoke is dispelled right now. Where's the purge? Yes, there is a purge right now. 2 ultimates going against the Beastmaster. Yes, Beastmaster is going to go down. Bad Rider trying to find someone else. Unfortunately, they were not able to find too much of anything else. So you see Bad Rider trying to look for someone in the jungle. Unfortunately, not going to find anyone. Yes.
Yeah, they just ran straight back, and obviously the right choice.
Yes, and we have. Are you guys going to transition into push right here, or?
Yeah, this is a great opportunity for us to try one more smoke gank actually, which is what we're gonna do. And we just try to sneak past the tower here and see where we will go, if someone's mid or we're gonna go at this tower.
And I think Navi right now might be expecting that as well. Very good positioning play of Navi right now. Up here, Bad Rider gonna claim Dendi. Never mind what I just said, as we see Dendi being completely focused. Self-Eel Cyclone, but actually dodges the AI Blast as well. Potom TP's in with the haste rune. Let's see who is gonna focus down, but gets purged. There goes that haste. Another TP goes in, and that is Brown. Who is Brown? That is the Beastmaster. Does he have the Roar? He does. Who is gonna use it right now? He's gonna use on the Shadow Demon, and Meanie in complete trouble right now. Meanie is gonna go down. The Fisher helps a little bit, but not gonna save his life, and that should be the end of the team fight. No, we're gonna see a team fight going in right now.
Nah, it goes on, man.
The Broodmother goes in, and who is she gonna focus? She doesn't have the ulti anymore. BKB not online, and having the great escape power of the Scourge spells, and the Windrunner is gonna go down. Windrunner gets popped, unfortunately not goes there, and I'm starting to see why this may be an RR, because these fights are happening.
And we see the Potom was standing at the level 2 tower. We saw her, and she came back to try and arrow someone, and we just picked her up.
And Waga just said hi up the hill. And now
yeah, sort of.
The team fight's still happening.
ES is so low. ES is so low. Look at that.
Oh, ES in position to survive. Where's Axis? Is Axis going to claim the Hawk sees him right now? ES ball steam. He goes in right now. He doesn't even care. The Beastmaster can't turn around. There's Axis gets dodge. Reason, you are a boss right now. Fisher, he's trying to get the Fisher. He is going to just get the kill. And to me, that was like, Yo, where you at?
Yeah, yeah, you definitely play like a boss there. Just walking out with 10 HP and throwing ulti in the face of them. You would literally die to just the pig's attack if you didn't stun the pig. So
Well,
it
well
was pretty
played.
funny.
And now he's back at full HP, gonna claim your tower as well. And
Yeah,
that's
the
gonna
urns
be
definitely help.
that's gonna be the 5th tower for you guys. So I think right now, it'll be, as we see another kill probably gonna be claimed. Oh, actually, now this is what I mean about the Shaker, kind of blocking out the Broodmother, but no big deal there. They're gonna get the kill regardless. Actually,
Yeah,
the Windrunner might be in trouble. Yes, Windrunner's gonna be fine, but yes, they're gonna claim the tower right now. And I was about to ask you. Now, I think it's safe to say that the EMC team pretty ahead now. You guys are well in advantage. Well, you guys only have a 3 kill advantage, but the tower tails the tail right now. You guys have up so many towers. I think you guys would be a higher EXP as well. So, how do you feel about this game in terms of how you want to finish this game because you have the lead, and how you want to proceed for the next 10-15 minutes?
Yeah, right now, looking at it from this position, right now is when you should just relax, take a deep breath, and just chill down. Because a lot of action has been thrown, and even though the kills are pretty even, we have a good advantage in that both Broodmother has gotten a very good start with her free farming, and I have a very good start on the Bat Rider with 926. It's basically been in as much action as the entire Scourge team has. So we should just relax now and use our advantage, do some very safe ganks, and ward up and farm. That is basically what you should do. But yeah, things weren't always as calm as that.
I'm actually a little bit surprised that you would say we're gonna ward up and farm. You're not afraid of the late game potential of the Scourge, because, I mean, the hero might not look like it, but I think they do have pretty good late game.
Yeah,
they have.
I should probably explain more.
Yes.
The thing is, when I say we should ward up and farm, I'm not saying that as a long-term perspective. This is something we should do for about the upcoming 10 minutes. Would give us such a nice advantage in items. Getting up these key items, 4 staff is everything, And then just utilize this to do one big push. And here we find a Invoker when we are smoking around.
And
this is like, Batrider is the ultimate weed hero, He fits so perfect with the smoke. It's like, yeah, hello. And he just ultis someone.
Oh my god, I can't believe you went there, but I'm a good Chinese kid, I've never done anything like that, but looks like the Scourge team is also doing a smoke of themselves. And I guess this is kind of what you mean by safe smoke gangs, safe gangs. And
this is very much safe gang, yeah.
Yeah, and that's good.
And also let us put down some wards just to get even better control of them where they are.
And not just wards, you guys have webs down everywhere. That gives you a little bit of sight as well. I'm gonna do a quick item check, and then sorry I keep cutting you off. I'm sorry, but let me do a quick item check, and then we'll go back to what you have to say. Of course, the Blink Dagger is up on the bat. It's been up for like an hour ago, but the Shaker, more importantly, has a blink as well, and that will allow Reason to play like. I mean, if he was playing Bossy with 10 HP, like this Blink Dagger would just allow him to go even crazy. Of course, I think Mini is on the bottom half of the farm, and he's not very happy. As you see, Potom barely leaps out there. Very lucky for him. But Mini actually has got up a Arcane Boots and a Django, so for the fact that he's been focused in every fight, he's actually not doing too bad of a job. We do see a mecha being completed on Ancient Apparition as well. I think that's an extra bracelet for a later Django if necessary, and looks like we might have a Battle Fury coming on the Broodmother.
Not exactly,
Blade
no.
Mail.
Her items
Crit.
is actually on the way on the chicken. Yeah, it's a crit.
Okay, I'll ask you about why as we maybe have another never-ending team fight. No, it's just the Ogre dying. Why crits?
And look here at the Windrunner. Look closely.
Where's the winner? Winner trying to TP right now. Where's the lasso? Lasso at oh what? That is.
She actually did TP, but it dragged her all the way from base.
Wow,
and back.
That is some hacks.
Yeah, that is the perfect timing on the lasso. I was very lucky there.
Yes, and so far everything going pretty well for EMC, but I'm very interested on the mindset of this crit, because to me there would be other items that you could get right now that would give you more DPS. Why the crit?
Yeah, actually, the crit is obviously pretty good. When you pop your ult, you will have very big crits. It's gonna hurt. But I realized something when I was watching the replay is that he gets ulted and tornado pretty much in the team fights, and he actually loses the ulti pretty much. And looking back, an MKB would be a wiser choice to go for. Or even the Guinso is actually pretty good.
Yep, Grinsu on.
So yeah, the crit was perhaps not the best item this game. But either way, it makes her pretty competent. We didn't have any other set carry, so it makes her pretty competent at killing. But yeah, here we go in again.
And it looks like we are gonna have finally a Rax push, and Shaker drops it. Oh, that will only hit the creeps, but they are going to came to the Beastmaster. Ogre a little bit of bad position, as that Shaker Fisher is going to trap him a little bit. We do see invisibility being casted by Moonlight Shadow. Purge goes on the Ogre right now, but this fight is still far from over. Invoker in the back of line of things, and that's where he needs to be. He needs to drop every one of his spell and be as annoying as possible. Meaning a little bit out of position, but a good Fisher block keeps him safe. Broodmother still runs around, dropping those nukes everywhere, and I think right now the Sentinel team should focus on that tower, because that tower's been exposed for a long time. But no, Broodmother in complete trouble, aids in long range arrow, and that should be Q for the Scourge team to go back, or Sentinel team to go back. But Invoker hot on trail, he has face boots, he has Eel Scepter, so he's gonna be absolutely quick.
Yeah, you see this movement speed I was talking about, it's so cruel. There's no way for AA to outrun that.
And Ancient Apparition is gonna just go down, it's gonna just go down like a man fighting.
Yeah, slow, painful death. We were like, yeah, leave him to die, and then we were like, why isn't there a score of him dying anytime soon? And yeah, it took really long before he died.
And looks like
Scourge actually going for Roshan now.
Yes, that is a very smart move for Navi. Yeah. They realize that, hey, we just want to fight. We're up a hero at the very least, and we've seen at least a yellow was on the top lane, so he couldn't really TP in, because right now Sentinel doesn't have any close towers to TP to if they want to do a Roshan Jack. So realizing all of that, Navi picks up a free Aegis, and that can be trouble if it ends up on the right hero.
It's a very good timing to go Roshan. And they realized it very quick and just went for it.
Yes, and looks like we do have the Hawk Scout.
And they pick it on the Invoker actually, which is, of course, trouble. I mean, Invoker is an annoying hero, and thus far we have focused him pretty much in the team fights, picking him off early with our lasso and whatnot. But now he does have the Aegis, and we can't just pick him off.
So in the exchange of last 5 minutes, it seems like most of the advantage that Sentinel had just kind of went away, because you guys got really close to the base tower, but unfortunately was not able to take anything down. Now the Aegis ends up on the Invoker, so you either have to get a smoke gang to grab him out and try to work things from there, or you have to farm, or you're gonna try to do another push. I'm not too sure what you would do in this position right now. Please enlighten us on that.
Yeah, we all have purchased pretty much items from our tower advantage, and this is actually the key we are going for. Even though we're just up by 1 tower, and we are still relying pretty much on that we had a good early game. We are trying to pick up a hero to do a key push, and naturally we would have done Roshan earlier if we could, but they have really good heroes against us going Roshan.
Definitely.
The Tornado can scout it from very long range, and the Hawk is really evil. So basically we know that Roshan was still up, and it's pretty late. Even though we had a big advantage, we couldn't go for it.
Yes. And I'm going to check the item progression on Scourge just a little bit. Not as well as the Sentinel, of course, not having that extra tower. But Puppy's Bottom did finish that Manta style, and that's going to be key in terms of dodging some of the stuns, or dodging that cold feet at least. But the Beastmaster has a Vanguard Cloak and also Medallion Courage, very heavy utility play over there. Mecha, Arcane Boots, and the Ultimate Lore being finished as well, as we see a lot of hero converging on the mid lane here. We do have Shaker kind of coming in. Shaker's actually been hitting the creeps quite a bit. I'm wondering if he's going to be going for Axe Stick. Ask your opinion on the Axe Stick in just a bit. But now the Broodmother's got to be very careful, because if there's a sneaky Sentry Ward down, he could just get absolutely chainsawed to death. But providing a little bit of scouting for the Sentinel as exchange right now. And looks like the Sentinel is trying to push down that mid tower, and it might be a little bit difficult against that EMP Tornado.
Yeah. As you saw there in mid lane, Broodmother is very careful because he has his BKB. He knows if they will put any stun on him, he will be quick on clicking his BKB. And worst case scenario, it's a Rexer stun, and he will still be able to click the BKB in time. So having his team nearby, he was brave enough to stand there.
Okay. All right, and now we have that push going on. The Scourge gotta be very careful because the potent of the Sentinel DPS is not just the Broodmother, but having also that Beastmaster, or not the Shaker Echo Slam coming in. So, and I think they felt the effects of that in the last couple of team fights. The EMP Tornado is gonna miss, and that gives the Sentinel team 30 seconds to do something. And now here comes the Shaker. His dagger is canceled. He's trying to walk in, and he needs to back out right now. They're trying to focus on the huge team fight going on. Broodmother gets stunned right now, but I think he's there is the Echo Slam gonna drop on 3 or 4 hero. Enchant Totem not able to cast it, so he was cycling immediately, but now the Broodmother with that crit doing so much damage, get out to a double kill immediately, but that Ice Wall so annoying right now. And
Yeah,
he's Ghost Walk.
definitely.
No, actually, where's the Invoker? I think Invoker just make out fine, but here comes a Potom trying to finish someone. Ancient Aberration in trouble. A Tornado. Wow, what an accuracy. Dendy picks up a
And
kill
look
there.
at the speed of Invoker now. It's so quick.
Yeah, man, he's just absolutely crazy. He has an Ultimorph. That's an indication that he's going to be going for Axe Stick right now. And now the Shadow Demon in a little bit of trouble. Another Ice Wall being dropped. And now they might actually get a kill on Dendy. No, Dendy's fine, but Potom just juking like crazy with that leap and a haste right now. They're going to try to focus on Dendy, but Shackle Shot goes on the Bat Rider. And we're starting to see the mobility of the Scourge winning the team fight for themselves. Cyclone for the Invoker. Invoker finally gets grabbed, but he has the Aegis, so he's fine. Potom doing quite a bit DPS, leaping with that haste rune, still trying to get that kill on the Shaker. Shaker's got some mana, so he could blink right back in for the fight to continue if he chooses to do so. But I think Sentinel is back now. Yeah, Sentinel is backing off now.
Yeah, and you see Invoker tries to chase us again with his high movement speed, trying to use it to catch us. But yeah, that trade it wasn't perfect as we didn't get the tower, but it was still a good trade for us. They lost the Aegis and we got 3 kills, they got 2 kills. So it's pretty good trade for us.
So the game plan still stays?
The thing is, if Potom wouldn't have found that haste rune as well, she probably wouldn't have been able to pick off 1 more kill there in the mid lane.
Yeah, the Potom, I think in the exchange got at least maybe 2 kills and also a whole bunch of EXP. She was the survivor in that entire team fight. So she's actually doing pretty good job in terms of gold. Let me check her gold right now. It's got 2k in the bank. It's got the Manta style finish. Let me see anything on the Crow. Nothing on the Crow right now. I think Potom, if she picks up a crit, that could be a huge trouble. Well, actually not so much, because she still can be focused down very easily. I think BKB might not be too bad of a choice, or maybe she's going to go way late game for that Butterfly. Any thoughts on what the next item that Potom should pick up?
In my opinion, she should go for a Butterfly and then for either lifesteal or crit. That is my opinion. I think Helm of Dominator is usually very underestimated. It gives both armor, very nice damage, and very good lifesteal. And of course, the possibility to pick up a good creep in the jungle. You can always run in with a Centaur, can disturb the team fight some.
Yes.
And it's not very expensive. If you compare Helm of Dominator to a Crystallis, it costs the same, but I think Helm of Dominator does more.
Okay. Yeah. Although one.
But as I would like to point out that Poppy's play here, I think he hasn't hit too many arrows, and he hasn't done anything exceptionally like Potom-like, and it's not his trademark hero either, I would say. But one thing he does very well in these team fights is he's always in a very good position. He gets behind us and uses his Manta, which is just brutal against all our support heroes, and he just picks them off one by one, which is, it's a very evil way to play it. He just ignores the Broodmother and ignores the Bat Rider and just goes for the weak ones first.
And with that Manta style, definitely has that DPS to claim. The support, as we see, Shaker was having a little bit of trouble. The Ancient Aberration got chased off by the Potom right now, and it looks like Sentinel having a little bit difficult time pushing because that EMP Tornado.
Here comes a Potom Invis, and this one is painful.
And here we go. We do see the Potom Invis right now. Bat Rider goes in, can't find anything. Gets Shackle Shot, and here's that cold snap on him as well. So half HP arrow is going to hit right there. Shaker now focusing on the Beastmaster. They are going to be fine trading a Beastmaster for the Bat Rider, though. And it's a 4v4 team fight. Wow, Shaker drops a huge O, but no one dies right now. Shaker gets focused down by Puppy's right click, and he starts to hurt a little bit. He's going to try to chase down the Ancient Aberration. Meanwhile, the Creeps and the Spiderling working on the tower. They are going to claim the tower there, and I think this is time for Sentinel Sentinel go back. Sentinel's advantage is getting smaller and smaller. Mini is going to get killed as well, but let's see if the Broodmother can get a kill. There's a dust going off, and now we have the Ogre. 4 staff already completed on a support Ogre, so he's actually doing a pretty good job as well. Invis goes in against the Broodmother. Broodmother's fine, but he's being focused down by 4. He's trying to get something done. Unfortunately, unable to lifesteal enough to compensate for all the damage coming in. Then he gets a double kill. Potom again survive at the end of the team fight, and I think that this is maybe the beginning of a uphill battle for EMC now, because you know the last couple of fights is not really exactly all won by EMC. It's kind of like even, and this one is definitely in favor of the Scourge.
Oh yeah, this one is definitely a turning point where we can see the power balance is shifting more and more to the Scourge side, and yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that. On the other hand, we have pretty good, you know, opportunity to do so, because we almost have the Aga on Earthshaker, which you mentioned earlier. Which, in my opinion, I think it can be a pretty brutal item in the team fights. You can get one really devastating ulti off, and yeah, it's just really painful. You could say that he could. I mean, if you don't go for the Aga, then you have, in my opinion, well, 2 or 3 options. You can either go for a Guinsoo, is always an option, to just try and start working on long-term Guinsoo, because it's always nice benefit for a team. But it's gonna be high costs on the components, and that's the big weakness of it.
Before you finish it, it's kind of all those parts are pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what are the other 2 options you were getting to?
The other 2 options, as I would see it, is one, he could go for a very supportive role, buy a lot of wards, smokes, everything. He could stand for all of this and just support his team. He has a good way to gain the gold to do so with his AoE, and he's going to be able to support very well. He could just be happy with his Blink Dagger and Mana Boots and just stick to that. And after that, there are more unorthodox ways to play it. If you don't go for Aga, if you don't go for supporting, and if you don't go for the Guinsoo, you could always go for something unorthodox like a Ghost Scepter, 4 Staff, or even a Lothar. Could be pretty evil items in a team fight.
Old school, man. When you said Lothar, it just like brought me to memory of pub shaker play, and
yeah, this is actually something that you can do if you have a very long-term game and you have this luxury farm or nerf check and don't know really what to do with all your gold. It's of course, when you say Lothar in any situation on any hero, you don't really think of clan war, you think of pub, and it's very effective in pub as people don't buy dust. But yeah, even in high skill games, Lothar can be pretty evil, because if you buy it and you don't have any invis in your team prior to it, then Lothar and ES is pretty annoying to play against. I mean, they have to ward because of an ES. That sucks, dude.
Especially when he can bypass all of it with the Blink Dagger.
Yeah, if he has both of it, then it's really annoying.
Yes.
Because his mobility, he can blink in for a very aggressive ulti, just open up the team fight, and when it starts to heat up too much, he can just Lothar away, which is just really annoying.
Definitely so, and I think...
But in most cases, I would say 4 staff is better though, but it's an option. It's an option.
Well, now we do see Aga is completed, and Reason, as baller as he is, now more baller, holding a freaking golden stick, and now now the Roshan spawns. So I think both team is aware how much this Roshan could change the shape of the game. If Sentinel picks up the Rosh, they could easily claim the next racks if they have on the right hero to go in and tank like crazy and just focus on the racks. Or if the Scourge claims it right now, if they put it on, let's say, Dandy, or they put it on the Potom, then it makes killing a lot more difficult for the Sentinel to choose who they want to kill, who they can't kill. So this Roshan fight is so important, and both teams is hovering in that direction. In terms of drawn out Roshan fights, I feel Ancient Aberration, the team with the Ancient Aberration has the advantage, because he always could send his Ice Blast on the other lanes and slowly push that lane and maybe force the enemy team to go defend. And when they're defending, you have a small window where you could go for the Roach, but that's a long time from now.
Yeah, pretty much. As you see, it's a lot of hogging around the Roshan, both are being very aware of it. And we really can't go for him though. There's no way we can kill Roshan. As you see, they have wards in the area, they have the Hawk coming in. all of this, we know we can't do the Roshan. So right now is when we should, as we haven't really been dominating the last fights, we actually lost the last fight really hard. Even though we have key items up, we should be a bit more careful than we are right now. And yeah, especially with this Hawk giving the ever so annoying vision.
Man, that Hawk is just hacks, and here comes the EMP tornado, just harassing. And that's the thing with the Invoker. It's like, you know what? If I'm turtling against you, you could kiss all your mana goodbye, or we're gonna make you fight in awkward position. So
as we are pretty well prepared against it, though. If you check our mana, everyone is full mana due to the free mana boots. The only one who's low mana right now is the Broodmother, and she's 400. Oh, here's the engagement.
And here we go. Shaco Shot gets 2 here right now. Nice one being typed by Rexar, and they're going to focus now on the Broodmother. Broodmother pops a BKB, but she needs to lifesteal everything back, and she's not really... They are going to kill... Wow, that huge crit is going to finish off on the Invoker. Bad Rider needs to get out right now. Where's the DPS coming from Sentinel? Shaker was not able to drop the best ult that he did. I'm not too sure whether he dropped it right now. So you see Puppey gets a triple kill on that right now. He does have the Eagle Horn, and he is going to work. And that Roshan, life expectancy, 30 seconds. Because that guy's going down right now.
Definitely. Yeah, as you saw, this team fight more than any other, his positioning on the bottom is really annoying. He just got in behind and there's nothing that can handle him. And yeah, we need to change our strategy against them, because bottom is going to just slay us every team fight right now.
And looks like bottom
and also,
is not going to claim the Aegis, so...
No, again, they put it on the Invoker. So they really feel that Invoker should be protected. And at this stage in the game, I would say bottom is being much more important to them. But of course, the Invoker spells are always annoying and always very good for a team fight.
And maybe they're realizing that Puppey already have such good positioning in every team fight. He was not caught. He was not dead. So he's a ninja cat right now. So he's not getting caught. So I was like, hey, he's fine.
Yeah, he didn't have the best of early game, but now he's definitely recovering all of it.
Yes, and positioning such important too, especially for players that are trying to get better. You can see that, hey, Dandy may not be hitting every arrow, but he's carrying the game right now, and that's not Dandy, Puppey, and that's all it counts. He's got a butterfly, he's got a Manta style, and he's gonna be working for his next item. Crits could just be devastating, like you said, or you could maybe going for some lifesteal for another, maybe a little bit of more damaging orb effect. Maelstrom would be pretty crazy right now if you do pick it up.
That is old school.
Old school, man.
Yeah, it's an old classic to see the Maelstrom along with Viscardi for the late game.
Yes.
And yeah, I don't know. But he will decide on going for the crit, and I think the reason for this is against the Broodmother, it's very nice to deal some high DPS very quickly to bring her down when she has her lifesteal up. You want to just deal high damage, basically. And of course, crit is always nice with the Manta.
Yes, and I think crit, yes, does stack with the Manta. But I think if I was in Puppey's position, I would actually went for MKB, because of course I wouldn't know how much the Broodmother is playing, but I think the Broodmother's next item of choice is going to be that Talisman of Evasion into a Butterfly. And having MKB to prepare for that isn't a bad idea as well. As we see Hex going against Broodmother, Broodmother losing HP rapidly, forced to pop the BKB just to maybe chase back, but I don't think that he's going to get any kills. Still chasing right now, Broodmother moving very quickly under that web, and that's another BKB charge down the drain. He's already at 5 seconds. So, I mean, now he's got to be worried about the Hex, because that BKB, it goes down very quickly, especially if you add a roar in the picture. So I think right now this Broodmother's effectiveness after 45 minutes, after 40 minutes, the effectiveness of the Broodmother as a hero just starts to decrease. And I think Sentinel, to me, you guys are in big trouble, because that bottom is getting big. And I'm not too sure what you guys are going to do about it. Crit is picked up on the bottom.
Yeah, we definitely are aware that bottom is going to be a problem as we transcend into the late game now, and she definitely has the high DPS that we don't really have anything that can compete with, and we need to change something in our team fights so that she doesn't pick off everyone in our team, because it's not working out right now.
Okay, so you know you need to change something. What is this something? Or you guys must have thought about it, you guys must have talked about it. What are you guys looking to do right now?
Right now, we're trying to change who we focus in the team fight because there are three heroes we feel are very important to focus, and it's either the Windrunner, the Rexar, the Invoker, pardon me, or the Potom. And actually, it's pretty hard to choose from all these heroes, especially as Batrider, because you're gonna be the one who blink in and catch someone. It's gonna be pretty hard to decide who to go for, but.
And if you guys are wondering why, as we see now, the Beastmaster gonna get focused. Can they bring the Beastmaster down? But Beastmaster's so tank right now. We have the Deafening Blast pushing everyone back. Roar goes on the Broodmother, and there goes his BKB charge. But here comes Echo Slam with the Axe Kick from the Shaker. Shaker gets hexed, so unfortunately unable to get too much spells off. And Puppy still going. Where's the Puppy? I can't even find him, and I'm the observer. He's going to work against the Shaker right now. He's got the double kill. He's gonna be working on a triple very quickly due to his high mobility. The Broodmother is gonna go down to his tower. Puppy still working right now against the Ancient Aberration, and Ancient Aberration is going to go down to the Puppy's right click, and this Batrider is going to be short following after. Yes, Batrider going to go down, so Puppy's got like triple kill. And what does he usually play? He plays Shaker. So this is this is pretty bad for EMC right now.
Oh yeah, this is, as you can see, we are not able to push anymore. This is very obvious at this point, that we cannot end it, we cannot take even a Rex, so we need to rely on them to make mistakes now and do once again the safe easy ganks. Even the big 5-on-5 clashes are starting to get very hard.
Yes, and
actually, as you can see now on Rexar, he's going for Aghanims as his item.
Yes, and Agamen, if you guys don't know what it does on Rexar, it makes his old like ridiculous range. I think it's like 1,000 or maybe even more than that. So like
it's probably more. Yeah, I would say.
Imagine Hook, and then you could roar with a 4-second stun, except longer range. So
yeah, pretty much, it's sick range on it. Yeah.
And that's gonna, and
also it lowers the cooldown pretty nicely.
Yes, it does, and that's gonna give it more tanking power. You see that when the Batrider jumped in, they were not able to focus on the Beastmaster, at least not before he dropped his roar. So that's gonna give him even more tanking power, and also that gives Scourge a form of initiation. Right now, in most fights, they're waiting for the Sentinel to initiate in. They have the EMB Tornado, they have the arrow, which is not really hitting, but now they have that long range roar. So that's gonna be yet another initiation that Sentinel's gotta be very careful about. And if, let's say, Shadow Demon eats a roar, if, let's say, Ancient Aberration eat a roar, they may very well die before they cast any spells. So it's got to be very, very careful.
Oh yeah, that spell is something that usually sets the doom of someone. If not Doombringer is in the game, this is the walking doom. The roar of Rexar is usually a way to ensure someone's death.
And now he has this golden axes, man. So many Ags in this game. We have 3 Ags so far.
Oh yeah.
And now look at his tanking power. He's got 18 armor, he's got 2,500 HP, whole bunch of magic resistance. I would say he could actually tank quite a bit of damage from the Sentinel as well.
He is fat as hell, definitely. The rest in the team though are not that fat. I would like to point out that Windrunner went for the mana boot, so
oh come on, she's got a hex.
2.1. She's pretty high due to her hex, but she doesn't have that much tankiness in itself. But of course she has the mecha.
And yes, and we're gonna see an elaborate dance. I want to just reiterate what you guys were talking about. You want to focus down 3 heroes.
Yeah, now we are gonna focus on killing the Potom in this team fight. And as you can see, Lasso is going to be thrown on her instantly.
And now we have Lasso is going to be throwing Disrupt on the Shaker. That is going to allow the cast him. Oh no, where is he right now? He's hexed, and he is still going to cast his. Oh, he is going to make it. Oh, there's the going to do a little bit AoE damage right now. We actually did kill, I believe that's Arzard, and they did kill the Invoker as well. So whoever that's pushing is the one that's having trouble in Viz Potom coming in, and Potom going to turn around to do the DPS. And I think that might be the mistake right now. Still, Windrunner trying to do the DPS, and Blame Mail being popped on Waka. Waka's gonna die, but I think the Windrunner might be in trouble. Windrunner is just running out right now. Can the Broodmother get those right clicks? And there's one right click, and that's gonna slow. And there we go, slowly or walking that.
Catcher.
No, but there's a hex right now. But the entire Scourge coming in. Where is that Disrupt from that Shadow Demon? No force staff.
And the drums go off. Come on.
Yeah, that's not gonna. There's a slow. There's a slow. Worse of the, there's a purge. There's a Disrupt, and they are finally gonna kill that Windrunner. And they had to work for that kill, and Hovo says, "You guys are too serious, guys. Why try so hard?" But and that is one kill. And looks like you guys might be trying to get a push going on. There's a numerical advantage for now, at least. There's 31 seconds.
Yeah, this was actually a great turnaround fight, and this time they overcommitted. They were in our base, and we punished them for it. So the only thing they got out of it was a kill on me, and they actually had to buy back the Windrunner.
Yes. But Windrunner, I think a very smart choice that she's trying to go to DPS, and now I'm pretty sure you guys saw the buyback. It's like, okay, let's just turn back now because probably not a safe choice.
Definitely.
But yeah, the crits on the Windrunner, I like the fact that they're making the Windrunner another valid target. She's already a valid target. Earlier you were saying there's the Windrunner that we have to focus, the Potom that we have to focus, and the Beastmaster. The Windrunner has a Hex and Mecha. If you could finish her before she used any of those, that is a huge advantage that you gain on your team. Beastmaster provides so much aura. The fact that he like just does so much stuff, you know. The aura is just it's a big thing, and it should not be ignored. And of course, the roar is always annoying, especially if you have a BKB carrier such as the Broodmother. And the Potom is just self-explanatory because she's the backbone of the DPS squad of the Scourge. So
it would be nice to pick off the Rek'Sai at the start of a team fight. We would love to do it, but he's just too tanky to do so. But it would really help due to him both having the aura and his pipe. It would be nice to just one-shot him from a chainstone or something.
Yes, I think the point that you guys were able to focus on the Beastmaster is that has passed. But I'm surprised how long you guys were able to stay in this game, because to me the game should have been over. Navi should have won this game maybe 10 minutes ago when you guys are losing those fights. But good positioning.
There are mistakes by both teams, so to say, and Smoke Gang coming in mid.
And let's see who they're going to catch. That long-range ward, they're going to focus on the Shadow Demon. Very baller play from the Beastmaster. I don't think he's going to get too much, but here, no. Windrunner Jr. actually the damage right now. He actually gets Cyclone in the air. Shaker very low HP, and Shaker is going to go down, and that is one... That's one huge DPS machine they just have lost. I don't think Reason have buyback right now, so that's a 4v5 fight, and that is the power of picking that Axe Stick on the Beastmaster. But it looks like we have Windrunner TPing back right now just to defend the mid lane. They don't have the creeps to push, but the team fight is going to start happening. Dendy, he doesn't have the Aegis anymore. He's very low HP. There's a disruption against the Beastmaster. Beastmaster might be going down, but Dendy being very annoying with that tornado going in the background. They're still trying to focus down. It looks like Waga has gone down in exchange of the Beastmaster, and Potom, no one is focusing this Potom's just going crazy right now. It's going to get one more kill, and now it looks like the Broodmother is going to go down as well. It's a question whether these guys are saving for buyback, because that's going to be a key component in terms of who's going to come out ahead of the exchange. Looks like Ancient Apparition, it did buyback right now. Arrow is going to miss once again, and looks like Shadow Demon, he doesn't have a blink. I mean, he doesn't have a TP scroll, so he needs to juke like a boss right now. The entire Scourge squad looking for him right now, and he pops a smoke as well just for that increase in movement speed. He's going in some odd direction. He's going to find a haste stream. What a lucky bastard. But the team fight is still going on right now. Broodmother going to work against the Ogre Magi. Ogre Magi gonna change them to Broodmother. Broodmother goes down. Does she have buyback? That's the question right now. Ancient Apparition now in a bad position as well. Oh, Ancient Apparition is gonna go down. And
buyback is down by the Broodmother.
Yes,
but
I don't think she's...
This definitely cost us, but here comes the big ES ulti.
And ES ulti coming in right now. There's a huge show, and Potom. Oh, what a hacks. And that was real. Bruce says, yo, bro, here comes the 800 crit. Gonna claim that kill right now. Potom did hit arrow. Potom very low right now. What is Potom doing? Potom's playing very close as well. Broodmother gets... How many hex do they have? This Broodmother is spending more time in the chicken form than anything else. As we see Broodmother invisibility coming in right now. And actually, the Aga stick of the Shaker keeping him alive right now. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be able to blink out. And here comes the Shadow Demon. Where's the disruption? They're keeping him away. Oh, but what another shackle. They're gonna finally gonna came to kill. No, Vol says, get the hell out. I'm surviving this. And he's trying to run right now. They have yet another disruption, and they just might be able to get the kill. No, yes, they finally get the kill. Man, is the team fight over right now? I think that's it. Okay, that's it.
Yeah. This is why it's RR, man. The fights are pretty long and pretty intense. And as you see, Roshan is back up, and they're going for him once again.
And there's nothing that EMC could do right now, because...
No, the lanes are very pushed right now, and yeah, it's pretty hard to go out there and counter it. Even if we went for it, it goes so quick for them.
Yes, they have the Medallion Courage, right-click DPS, critting for 700 right now. Cheese is going to be end up on the bottom. And I'm gonna just say right now, the game to me is lost, because, well, there's still a little bit of playing time left, so let me not talk too soon, because I think Scourge can still make the mistake. If you guys catch them out of position, especially if it was one of those key players, the Windrunner, the Beastmaster, and the Potom, and just go for a 5v4 push, it could happen, but it depends on depends on the Scourge team making that mistake. And I think Navi.
The thing is, right now we're in the position that the only way we can win is through the enemy mistake, and that's never a fun position to be in any game, really.
Yes, definitely. So I guess at this point you guys are just gonna stay very close to your tower, waiting for the enemy push to come. Right? It's really that. You guys actually did win a very surprising team fight in your own base when the Beastmaster just walked in and said to Reason, "Yo, I remember that from 20 minutes ago." So
yeah, basically it was pretty pissed though not getting the kill on the bot lane. So I don't know.
And also, I have to say, I really love your item choice on the Bad Rider. A lot of times, players just get too focused upon getting HP, when sometimes getting armor actually gives you more HP in general, especially against this.
Yeah, against this DPS lineup,
Yes.
And the fact that they have Medallion as well, I really need my mass armor. And yeah, it's helping me to stay alive. I should mention I probably don't use Blade Mail as often as I should in the team fights, so that's a bit of a blunder, I would say. But as I said, this is the first time that I played Bad Rider in
8 months.
8 months so.
Oh man, and
it was a bit shaky, but here we see they really want to go, and we're trying to poke to see if everyone is there or if it's just a few of them. But yeah, everyone is in the mid lane now.
And that is... Let's see how the initiation comes. I think Scourge right now, a very smart initiation. They're just sending the Beastmaster in. Literally, he's just walking in because he could tank all of that. And he's isolating the Shaker. They realize that if the Sentinel ever has a chance to win a team fight, it's going to be through a very perfect Echo Slam. And this Shaker's got to be very, very careful because the Scourge team, they are looking for him right now. They do kill the Hawk. That is going to give themselves a little bit more sight advantage back into their favor. Here comes the Dandy coming in. He has Aegis, and that's why he's being able to be so aggressive. The Glyph is already popped on the tower. Tower is going to go down momentarily. And this is going to make... there's a drag on the bottom right now. And they're going to try to focus on the bottom. Bottom is going to go down. Yes, they do focus him down before he uses the cheese.
He did buy back instantly, though.
Does he have the BOT is the question. He doesn't have the BOT, so it's going to take a long time for him to walk right now. Beastmaster, slow, he's purged, and he is time to get focused right now. Looks like the Broodmother did die, so that actually the Sentinel lose quite a bit of DPS as well. Here comes Shaker doing a little bit of good block. The Rax in low HP right now. They're going to focus down on the Bat Rider. Bat Rider pops at Blade Mail, so he's going to be fine for momentarily. The Rax being continuously focused down. As good as that initiation was, I think Scourge is going to end up taking this Rax. They do so right now. Can they get a little bit more out of that? I think that was a blink enchant being cancelled right now. Dandy self-cycling himself, but he is going to go down regardless. He has the Aegis. Puppy not going to rescue his team. That was a Rax trading for a whole bunch of kills and a couple of buybacks, but here comes the Beastmaster going against Region. Region can't do too much as we see the Blade. Wow, another good Fisher blocking off, isolating the enemy team, and they are maybe going to claim this Beastmaster kill. They're not even going for him. Oh, and they're going to go for the Windrunner. Windrunner is going to go down there. Yes, they do. So that's... I mean, you guys did lose a Rex, but this is the time to push. If you have a chance to push, this is the time.
Pretty much. We did lose the Rex, but we made them pay for it.
Hugely.
They did buyback on Potom, and yeah, even Invoker did a buyback. So.
And he lost Aegis as well, so that was crazy.
Yeah, losing Aegis and buybacking, but this just shows they do have a strong economy right now as well, and they are relying on that.
I have to say that move that you guys went on Potom, that was ballsy, because if
yeah, we had to pick her off because else she would just eat us up. And we didn't manage to burst her. Sadly though, we lost our Broodmother in the exchange, so if we didn't do that, perhaps we should capitalize on something. But yeah.
Yeah, the reason I say that was a huge gamble is because she had the cheese. If you guys wasted all those spells and she was able to pop the cheese, that would have been GG right there. But here we go, Invoker defending right now. Shaker is gonna...
And now we're going for the bottom again.
And Potom, where's the Potom right now? Potom being focused down by 2 heroes. There's an Asian app. Wow, they're gonna pick him off. Puppy, does he have buyback? No, he doesn't. Buyback is on cooldown right now. And this is huge. This is actually could be a turnaround for Sentinel. Sentinel catching these breaks. They killed the Potom once. Bottom bought back. I'm not too sure whether that was the best buyback. And then they killed the Potom again, being cut off. And now it's 5v4. The best DPS machine on the Scourge is down.
And he did die again with the cheese on him. That has to sting. That has to sting for him.
Yes.
To be dead now with a cheese on him. But they still have pretty good defense heroes, and the fact that we are pretty low mana and have push coming in on the sides, we really can't just stand around for too long. We need to do something here if we're gonna push.
You guys gotta go right now, but get Invoker's one of the best heroes to defend up a hill. Like he has 20.
They have both the power shot, the access, the invoker spells, of course, and here we go for the wind runner.
And here we go. Bad Rider comes in, blinks in. There's a flaming lasso, and they're gonna roar on the Bad Rider. Whole bunch of spell being dropped off right now, and Broodmother can't run in due to the fissure. I don't even know what's going on, as every spell in the book being lobbed off right now. Bad Rider in a bad position. Bad Rider is gonna go down. He's Hex as well. Ice Wall being dropped, and that's gonna slow down everyone. Buyback from Waga, as we saw there, and now we see the Broodmother has to turn back because he's getting out DPS right now. Shaker in a bad position as well. Ice Wall just perfectly placed by Dandy right now. There's a Blinken trying to focus on the Windrunner. Windrunner very low HP. Windrunner's gonna go down. Reason just starting every team fight with perfect amount of stuns. And I think this the team fight continues, but Puppy coming back in 8 seconds. You guys have to have something happen. I think without the Bat Rider in that position to initiate that team fight, there's no way in hell that you guys gonna kill the Potom. So I think this is time for Sentinel go back, or you guys gonna start to lose a whole bunch of heroes. And I think that, yes, very smart play for Sentinel. They realize they need to go back, so they TP the hell out. Whew, that was close, man. This game is still very close, because if you saw that, I think if they kill the Potom one more time. No, Brew goes down. Okay, never mind. This game just got hard for EMC.
Yeah, he went down due to, I should mention, that was actually a tragic way to die. He died due to a long teleport time because 2 guys teleported to the same spot, and Rexer had time to catch up and kill him.
And
so
and that's 82 seconds without Brood, and I don't think, no matter how good that Echo Slam is, you can fight a 5v4 without your best physical DPS. Potom, this time he's better be able to use that cheese, because damn, it should happen again, right? Puppy going on the top lane here, gonna focus on the tower, and I think right now there's no way that there's a good blink out that's gonna keep him alive. So very well done by Puppy there. Still very valiant defend coming for EMC. There's a roar on the Shaker. Shaker gets self-disrupt. The disrupt does not cancel the stun time though. You can see that he's still stunned right after there, and still pretty valiant defense from EMC right now. But it's one fail initiation, one fail ultimate, and that's gonna be all it takes. As we see Echo Slam being dropped on nothing. Illusion.
Yeah.
And that was it.
That was pretty much the end of it, as Broodmother is still dead and we don't have the ES ulti anymore. It's gonna be really hard as Potom comes in now. And this fight will be very split. It's Shadow Demon and Bat against Potom top, and the rest against the rest down.
I'm gonna say Shadow Demon and Bat loses. Maybe. Let's see. We'll see. The purge goes on him right now. Where's the Soul Catcher? Where's the cheese? There is a cheese. So he is going to be fine. He's actually going to turn around. Meanwhile, the team fight on the bot lane here right now. Shaker crops the Ghost Staff. He's going to go down eventually. Ancient Aberration goes down as well. Broodmother finally respawns. But actually, you guys did kill Potom again. So Puppy says...
Potom did buyback and bought travels. So she has travels and treads. And that's the end of it, really.
Yes.
She TPs in and kills us. And we throw the GG well played.
Yep. That was a GG well played. Definitely that was definitely our, and a Broodmother should not go 66 minutes and have a chance to win the game, but you guys did, so kudos. At least
they did have a good synergy for late game, as they do have both the Bloodlust with multicast on everyone and the Rexar aura with Potom as a very valid carry in a game like this. Yeah, they won it due to many reasons, but we could have ended it if we played it smarter. So there's space for improvement, but it was a good game.
Yes, it's definitely a very good game we did. I'm waiting for this throne to go down so we can see them in-game stats, because I'm dying to know how many last hits Puppy did end up getting. Oh, it jukes me! Who didn't save the Observer replay? I'm a little bit mad right now, but Anyways,
Yeah, they didn't upload it. I don't know why, so they accepted my replay instead.
okay, Waga. Okay, you said there was a time where you could win it. When was that time, and how you guys messed up?
The timing would be when we have the biggest advantage was at minute 25. And at this time, we should just capitalize on our advantage by taking just 5-10 minutes to relax a bit, farm up, ward up, and just lock the enemy out from really participating in any action. If you put up good center wards and good observer wards, and you have pressed all the level 2 towers so they are gone, then you can really lock them out from any action and use a few minutes to get your key items and then go for the push. What we did was we just went for the push and we did it over and over again, and it was stupid and it didn't work. But still, it was entertaining and a very good game.
To me, you guys did some of that stuff right. I remember you guys got 2 smoke gang off. You killed Dandy once.
Yeah.
So
I think we did pretty much countless smoke gangs throughout the entire game, and every time we did, I think someone died. Actually,
Yeah.
I think pretty much, perhaps once in this replay we use the smoke and no one dies, but the smoke is so effective with Bat Rider. As I said, he's the weed man.
All right, okay. I'm gonna rename the bat now.
He's like,
In my next-
whoo, blink lasso.
Oh man, the Wee Man going on crazy. So that was a commentary of Druids, not Druids. I still call you guys Druids. It's EMC versus Navi.
Yeah.
And that was Waga, of course, co-captain or captain of EMC. Give us feedback in terms of what you guys learned. Of course, I think we had a little bit of mic issue. I don't think you heard any of it, but I did, and the viewers would hear it as well. But I hope you guys were able to trudge through that mic issue, and it was going to be okay. Give us feedback in terms of how maybe we could work on, or what I need to work on maybe in terms of accompany a pro player in terms of commentating and such. So thank you, Waga, for joining me in this very exciting commentary, very exciting game, and thank you for providing valuable insights for us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was just a pleasure to watch it, and I actually enjoyed watching it again. You can always learn a lot by watching your own replays and others' replays, of course, as well. But watching your own mistakes, it makes you think about things.
Yes. Well said by Waga.
So yeah, thanks. And that's
any
all.
last minute shout outs to anyone?
Shout out to that's to Muga Riptide for supporting our team.
Oh, Muga. Okay, all right. So Muga's gonna be happy. Okay, all right. And that's it from us. Hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. As always, this is Waga and Luminous signing off. GG, guys.